Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Welcome to today's video. So this is the first video of I think 2 or 3 videos where we're just going to be going through all my summer prep for homeschool for next year. The first thing I need to do, which is really this video, is I need to clean it all out. I pretty much left it like 3 weeks ago. I just left it where we were. We were all done and now I have binders to go through. I have my kids' binders and I have my own kind of teacher binder to go through, pull everything out and collect things that I'm going to be saving for our records and things like that. That's really all I'm trying to do today. But I'm just going to kind of show you some clips of how I clean things out. It's really not rocket science or anything, but it might be inspirational to you. So please take this video as a come along with me. Let's clean out our homeschool rooms, spaces together and start the year out. And so I do have a list and it's on my phone, I realize, which I'm actually recording on. You guys are my phone. And so I think my plan is binders, my kids' binders, which I've made lots of videos about. I love my flex binders for the kids, as well as my homeschool planner. But that's really it. So just come along with me and we'll get some stuff done. Okay guys, so first you can see I'm going through my binder. I usually put the scope and sequences for all my sunlight levels in here, and so I kind of have to get all that organized. I'm pulling out all of the planner sheets. I'm pulling out all of the instructor's guides. There's so much stuff I have in here. I have Brave Writer things, and then I found that I had forgotten to do the rest of my attendance, and so I had to go back through. But that's the great thing, is I had all of my sheets, and so I could just mark them off, because in my state we do have to keep a record of attendance. And then I quickly went into my kids' binders. Super easy to pull out all of this, figure out if I wanted to keep any of it for long-term storage, which is kind of what I go into in this next clip. But here I am just going through everything that I have kept throughout the year. So these are in the folders in the basket that I have kept from previous cleanouts. And so I'm going through all of this to figure out what I want to keep in my long-term storage. Okay guys, so you saw I got through a lot of things. Actually, I emptied all the binders. It didn't take too long. I have a little stack of assignments of things I might want to keep. And so the next thing I need to do is put it all in kind of my folders. Here, I'll show you. Here's my folder. I keep this on my bookshelf over there throughout the year. I put stuff in here. I don't keep it in here permanently. I have some binders for them. So I'm literally going to pull just a few things. I used to keep a lot more things and I have limited it to like 3 math sheets or 4 math sheets or something like that per year to make sure that it shows their progression. And I keep all the more important things like their standardized test scores and things like that as well. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to put everything in this basket. Actually, I think I'm going to pull the folders out and start arranging things in there so that I can put them in the final kind of homeschool records. So this is long-term storage where I'm putting everything in page protectors. I highly, highly recommend page protectors. It really helps out the organization. Guys, I'm in over my head today. I got everything out. I got all of their stuff. It's all actually right here on my counter, but I also got out all the art supplies because I got all the binders from downstairs. Let me just show you really quick. Let me just flip this around and show you my messy kitchen. I apologize, but I have all these just stacks of stuff. A lot of this stuff here is from a variety of their enrichment school or old preschool, and then this is all their art. And I just collect it throughout the year, and I put it, there's a board we have kind of in our hallway that I use to display all their art, and I just overstuff it pretty much until right now, and then I decide what I want to keep. And so I'm doing that, plus going through all of the academic stuff. This, I feel like, is the busiest day. It's kind of one of those where it's like, it's just paperwork. It's just paperwork. Do you guys feel me on how much paperwork there is for homeschool? So I'm going to keep listening to this Sonlight conference. I do this every year. I think I actually did this last time I was going through all of our records, is I was listening to the conference. I just enjoy it. Even though I've heard these ladies speak a lot, I still just kind of enjoy their wisdom, and I always glean little nuggets. But anyway, I'm going to keep going and then I'll wrap up for today. I don't want to spend too much time because here's what I have going on. On this counter is all of these things, and so I'm just going to put you guys down and try and film some of it, possibly. We'll see. Okay. Art, you guys, there's so much art. Do you guys feel that way? Is it Do you have any good recommendations for storing art? I have these big binders, and again, I use page protectors and I label stuff because I forget when my kids do things, and I feel like it's fun to remember that they were 5 years old when they made like this fish painting or whatever it is. But I'm getting pretty stuffed binders. I can't. It's very hard for me to let go of art. It's easier for me to let go of math than it is to let go of art. And so yes, I have all of these big binders downstairs in my big storage area. Morning friends. And so today is day 2 of my clean out process. I did a lot more yesterday. I just didn't figure you wanted to see it because it was more paper shuffling, but I can show you what I was doing. So I'm continuing it this morning. Let me flip the camera. Okay, this is what I'm doing. There's so much stuff. So this is all my Sonlight stuff. I got it all out. So the binders in the back here are all the stuff from this year. So I had to put all of my weekly instructions back from what was in my binder, in my planner. So I put it all back, I organized it. I pulled out all of the language arts. My gosh, you guys, I have like every level. I have every level of everything up until D. And so, which I'm very thankful for. I'm always very thankful for that. But that's what I'm doing today is I'm kind of finishing this up, and then I'm going to deal with the Sonlight books. I'm going to deal with the Sonlight books, which are kind of back behind me. I have everything set up to just take you through my process. It really won't take me that long. I'll probably just kind of shuffle everything around. I need to decide what to do with old levels, because now I have a couple old levels. I have the pre-K levels as well as now the kindergarten level. I don't have any more kindergartners. I'm out of kindergartners. And so now, I don't know. It's very exciting and it's wonderful. Do I save my favorite books and sell the rest? Do I get rid of my instructor guides? Because I make notes and I write dates in there. But then it's like, I don't really think the homeschool police are going to come get me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm going to have to prove anything, but is it for me? Like, do I want to go back and look about that stuff, or is that just too much information? Oh my gosh, I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you do. Let me know what you do with old curriculum, especially if you have made notes in them and kind of almost like record kept in your instructor guides. Even if you don't use Sonlight, let me know what you do, because I could use some advice on that. But otherwise, I'm just going to continue, finish up my guides here, and then move to the books. And that's really all I'm doing today. We're going to go to the pool later, and so we have lots of things planned. And so this is just my one thing for the day. Okay, guys, I have brought you over to the bookshelf, and let's get into it. It shouldn't take me too long. I will speed it all up, but hopefully it gives you inspiration to deal with your bookshelves, because I know ours kind of gets stacked, double stacked, all the things throughout the school year. So really this wasn't too hard. I just had to move things around onto different shelves, but I was also trying to look at some of my book lists. I was looking at my book list to make sure that I had everything I needed, because I was pulling things from other levels that we did with my big kids in previous years. And so I wanted to make sure we had what we needed right now at this point, or I had to start going and tracking down books. Luckily though, we had everything we needed. So this is done. This is my I always called them kindergartners, my first graders. So this is all of HBL A, which is Exploring American History, as well as Science A, all the read alouds, and all the readers. Now, I'm not necessarily using Language Arts 1, but I have it and I'm always tempted to use it. So anyway, I have them set up. This is still level 4 readers over here. I'm going to keep them because my daughter still is reading through them this summer and might read through them a little bit next year as well. Okay, so now I need to tackle this shelf. This is my HBL D shelf, and then down here is HBL C, which you can't see, but I might kind of lower you down. I need to deal with HBL C. What I need to do with HBL C is to move it up, because that's how I've been doing it. That's not the best angle, but I put the levels up here. Up high is where I save levels, and so like for instance, this is HBL B. Over on this side, getting ready. Oh gosh, my twins won't even use it for 2 years because we are doing American history for 2 years. So basically, I'm just going to be saving everything up there. So let me just move some stuff. And here was just where I was attempting to organize this right-hand bookshelf, because this is where a lot of my Sonlight stuff goes. I'm honestly not sure what I'm going to do in the future when I get more and more levels, but for now I'm able to kind of keep the storage up top and the active levels at kind of easy to reach shelves. And so here I'm also going through a lot of the readers because I'm just not sure what my kids are going to need. And I also want to have it all available because my first graders do the Abeka program, but I also like to supplement with a lot of the Sonlight readers. And so I've stacked them all up here. Okay, so I think I'm going to end here for the day. I got all of my shelves. Actually, they look really good. The top shelf is B and C. This middle shelf is kind of summer readers, extra resources for Sonlight. This is my twins, Exploring American History, and this is level D. So it all works out. I got it all set up. It looks so nice. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, enter day 3 of this project. I'm trying to handle this big white cabinet where I store a lot of curriculum and all of our resources, whether they be flashcards or math manipulatives, our pencils, our headphones, everything is in this cabinet. I also enlisted my big kids to help. Here you can see my daughter is going through the desks. She's pulling out stuff from drawers. And then my son is going through all of our art supplies. We have this big blue cabinet that carries and stores all of our art supplies, whether it be paints or colored pencils or markers or glue, where all of those things are in here. So he did just a wonderful job with that. And at that same time, I was going through all of our stuff. I was pulling out all the old curriculum because we were done with a lot of the stuff. So all my kids have their own little cubbies here. So I pull all their stuff out, and then I was able to grab all the new curriculum from downstairs. We have big boxes I was storing down there, and I started to fill in their new curriculum and recycle kind of their old stuff. And it felt so good to get it all set up. It's so much better now, and I can just kind of rest for the next couple months as I already have it on the shelves ready to go for when we start in August. And then you can see I was also taking stuff downstairs. So there's some things that we used this current year that I want to store for my twins, and this is my storage area for that. It holds a lot of Sonlight, Saxon, a lot of the old Abeka stuff. I'm also still storing my All About Reading and All About Spelling. I'm glad I held on to All About Spelling because you can see in our new videos that I'm using that for my daughter. But I also have Logic of English in here. So it's as organized as it can be. I try not to keep too much stuff. All right, guys, so we are all done. I'm not really going to show you the finished products. Maybe I'll kind of flip around. We got a lot done. Did all of this cabinet today. You kind of watched us do this. I did all of the books. The other day I actually put up new posters. I saved those from a couple years ago. I put up all the, there it is, all of the tiles for All About Spelling, which I'm going to start with my daughter next year. And so, oh my gosh, I just feel like we did a ton. So all in all, for this video, it was about 3 mornings worth of work. Like I went through all the binders and I figured out what I was going to keep for our records. And then I went through all the books. I set up all my Sonlight binders. I set up now all of our other resources. I even was able to kind of clean and declutter downstairs. I'm really close. I literally have just a few things left. Like I have to kind of organize some of the science supplies, the history kit supplies. I have Sonlight activity sheets I still need to get to, and just a few things, you guys, just a few things. And so I am super proud of myself. So this is the end of kind of my first summer get it done with me video. The second one I'm planning on doing is more fun. It's more of the stuff that's just kind of like getting into the resources, figuring out how I'm going to use them, things like that. And so yeah, trying to decide if it's going to be 1 or 2 videos. So you guys let me know down below, because I could make it 2 videos if I focus one of the videos on like how I'm combining Build Your Library Level 5 with Sonlight HBLD, as well as how I'm going to be kind of organizing the HBLA plus the HBLD. So I could do a separate video on how I'm going to integrate those programs, but I'm not sure. Let me know down below if you're interested in that. But otherwise, you guys, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of my kids. They helped out a ton. And so week 1 done, and it's still kind of early to mid-June, so I'm super proud of myself. So I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're having a good summer so far, and I will catch you in the next video, whether it's a planning video or something else. I don't really know, but irregardless, I hope you all are well. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, all of the things, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, guys, take care. Bye.